Hi guys. I've had my Dodge Challenger for about 6 years now. It's a 2012 model. And there's a long list of things I absolutely love about my Challenger. No car is perfect though, and there are a few things that I really don't like about the Challenger. Number one, when I bought the car, I lived in North Carolina, which gets pretty cold in the winters. And the car has issues in cold weather. It has really, being heavy and having rear wheel drive, it is horrible on snow and ice. Absolutely horrible. If I lived in Minnesota, I definitely would not buy this car unless I had something else to drive in the wintertime. The other thing about cold weather is when you open the door on the Challenger, the windows slide up into the door frame. When you open the door, the windows drop about 1/4 of an inch to allow clearance. I shouldn't say the door frame, I should say the frame of the car. The window is frameless, but the window goes up into the frame of the car, obviously to prevent wind noise. When you open the window drops about 1/4 of an inch to allow the door to be opened freely. That's great, but when it's freezing outside, the window is up inside the frame, it frozen in place, and when you go to open the door, it doesn't release, and you have to sort of force the glass from the frame, which makes a terrible sound, and I'm always afraid the window's going to break every time I have to do that. That's one of the worst things. The only other really bad complaint I have about this car is because of the styling of the car, these huge massive pillars on the back on either side that make the car look as good as it does, and the relatively tiny back window make it really a pain in the butt to back up. I don't have a backup camera on mine, but I'm sure that's something you definitely want to add if you're considering buying a Challenger. It's really hard to see what you're doing when you're backing up, and when you're pulling out on a divided highway and you have to pull out to the middle of the highway, and there's a lot of traffic coming from behind you to the right, you're basically taking your life into your hands. It's really hard to see what's coming behind you, and I don't know how many times I've just tried to maneuver around to see the traffic as best as I can, and then I basically end up closing my eyes and flooring it and getting out in the traffic. Unless you have a passenger sitting next to you that can actually look out the window and tell you if anything is coming, you're taking a giant chance with that. But like I said, there's a long list of things I love about this car, but that's the short list of why I hate the Challenger. Thanks for watching, guys.